Hi everyone, welcome to the special topics episode of DSpeak. Cindy Williams here, and I'm going to talk about a couple of future things, items that will be coming up in the faculty world, one of which is the annual faculty evaluations, and another is a choice faculty can make before the semester begins to cross-list their classes in ELearn. So I'm going to talk briefly about the faculty evaluations, just to kind of get that in people's minds and be prepared for it happening. The faculty evaluation, the annual faculty evaluation, is normally due somewhere around Valentine's Day. The date has been a little flexible the last couple of academic years, but anywhere from January 31st to perhaps the end of February. If you are a person who's in the tenure and promotion cycle, you should already have a date, and it should be within that range earlier than later so that you guys' evaluations can be handled and held and everything in line for you to move through with the rest of the tenure promotion process. But for those of us who are newbies, or within their first few years prior to tenure promotion, or for those who are already tenured faculty members, normally somewhere between the end of January and the end of February, our annual evaluations are required. When the Secretary of the Division sends out the alert with the notice of when those evaluations are due, then normally attached will be the evaluation form for non-tenured faculty and the evaluation form for tenured faculty. Those forms can be accessed if you are still, or if you're a member of Faculty Repository in ELearn, you've gone in there in the past. I'm not sure if that user list has been updated, but those forms are actually in that group. If you're wanting to see those again or have them in advance, you certainly, if you've already saved those to your device in the past, you can go back to those that have been sent and go through your email. It would have been somewhere in probably the early part of January from your division secretary who sent that. Could also be colleagues will have that if you are a new faculty employee and you don't have access to last year's forms. Certainly one of your colleagues can share those with you in advance. I'm sure that at faculty assembly, that material can be sent out to people following our first meeting if people request that. But the annual evaluation is a little counterintuitive for faculty members because instead of running the academic year, the annual evaluation runs the calendar year. I'm sorry, you're hearing an animal in the background who's also excited about annual faculty evaluations. Anyway, it runs the calendar year. So your evaluation is going to seem backwards. It's going to begin with spring 2024. Then if you had summer classes, go to summer classes, then to fall, and I suppose winter term after fall 24, maybe that's in front of spring. That's a tricky one. Where those unique terms fit in, I suppose winter term would go before your spring or count as your spring, so it would go there. A conundrum. I've not taught a winter term. If you do a May semester, I believe those courses go in with your summer teaching hours. And so that's how that would appear in the chronology of your academic year. So it would go from spring 24 to summer 24 to fall 24. For our newbies in the crowd, you guys have only fall 24 to be evaluated on. And certainly that's a conversation that you should be having with your chair and with your deans to find out how your evaluation is affected by your having only half a year to be evaluated by. It could affect your quote-unquote points that you're able to earn. It could affect the material that you have, and there certainly has to be either explanations, can be explanations that you can put into your evaluation about the fact that it was your first semester and you were not yet assigned to committees, you were not yet assigned to other things, and maybe you had a limited course grouping that you were teaching due to the nature of being incoming, or if you're a person who filled in, was brought in last minute, or as the semester was beginning, you may also have kind of a unique circumstance that you can put in your explanations areas to help. One of the things that I want people who are either brand new to the college and beginning their years of service with us or professional careers with Dyersburg State, or people who are in their second and third and even moving into their promotion and tenure cycle years, to be aware of is that you can think strategically about the evaluation, and faculty members have access to the mission and vision. You can go to the homepage of Dyersburg State, and under About, you can click there and you can look at the mission and vision of the college, which does have kind of a little mini snapshot of the strategic goals. You can also go under that About link tab and go to institutional effectiveness. And under institutional effectiveness, there's some really pretty tiles. And one of those tiles is strategic goal for the college. And you can click on that and see the full list of strategic goals for the college, and begin to start thinking about how you as a professional faculty member will be working toward aligning yourself not only with the mission and vision of the college, but also with the strategic goals. The strategic goals are only a couple of years old, so chances are they will not be changing perhaps until the end of this decade. It may be a little longer. Those goals were set as our new president, Dr. Cook, came in. He was given a chance to present his vision and provide a new strategic goal for the college, set of goals for the college. And so those will probably be in place with little tweaking or little, minimal alterations for the next several years. So might be wise of new faculty especially to begin strategically thinking about how to strategically line yourself up with the strategic goals. Sorry, unintended, really bad word choices, but how to align yourself with that. Faculty do have, the non-tenured faculty have areas where they are allowed to and should explain or list activities and other ways that they are meeting the various requirements to be a full-time faculty member with Dyersburg State. And in those areas, faculty can begin to sort of match what they're doing with the goals and the mission of the college. For those who are brand spanking new, the evaluation includes the major areas that faculty are required to work, and that includes certainly our courses. It includes advising. It includes committee work and college service. It includes if faculty member a professional development, such as if you're a member of a professional organization, or various webinars and or other committee assignments or things that you might have attended or been a part of that would be professional development. Also, it can include presentations that people have made at various symposium or webinar meetings or other things. Even for the college itself, if you've made presentations for either your department, the division, or other groups within the college community. So there's also a community service piece as well. And so anything that you can see in your life, your professional life, and even some things in your personal life that might match up with the community service piece, then begin matching those, thinking about that, and matching that to the strategic goals and the mission of the college. let's see, what else I want to say about that. Oh, Susan Davis at one point talked about having, if we could find a way for the new faculty, if their annual evaluations could stack toward being their pieces, significant pieces for their tenure and promotion portfolios. And that is possible. It has to be sort of kind of at this point, I think, the individual's plan to do so. But again, looking at the goals for the college, the mission of the college, looking at the faculty evaluation and realizing you're due one every every calendar year, and then beginning to stack and possibly even kind of thinking of them along the lines, year 1, year 2, year 3, as you're moving toward tenure and promotion. That might be a great way for faculty members to reduce the stress on creating the portfolio, because you've been thinking about it all along or throughout your years of service to the college. It's about all I can say.